Hello, and welcome to episode 3 of Impulse Drive. I'm here with my friends. We have Laura, say hello, playing Dr. Lillian Luna. We have Eddie, playing Dr. Theodophilus Urs. We have Mark, playing Ozzy.
Hello.
And Jerry, playing Tad.
Hello.
All right, so let's start off with our previous session move. While I prepare for that, can you all read through the hooks that you have on your sheets, please? Remind us what those are. Oh, also, I think Laura, you were rewriting yours.
Yes.
Ooh. Okay, I'll go first.
All right.
Yeah,
Discord over to my second monitor.
I've slightly altered it since last time. Like
That's
due
why
to
we go
that
through.
session. Yeah. I'll start with the one that I altered. Ozzy and I have seen everything together. We're closer than family. Nothing will pull us apart. However, we have been butting heads more since he resurfaced.
All right.
Second hook. I stole from someone, and now they are after me.
They are.
And the third one, I slept with Dr. Lillian Luna, and now it's a little bit awkward.
Well, for her.
Well,
Not so much for Tad. Okay, who's next?
I will.
Go ahead.
My first one is one that I changed. I'm a pacifist at heart, but I'm scared that by experiencing the violence of outer space, it will change me.
I like that.
My next one is Ozzy's curiosity / need to hunt isn't tempered with caution, and I'll make sure they don't get us all killed because he works too hard. And my final one is my order is hunted by the Night Strike's plume, and I must stay incognito.
Okay.
I guess I'll go.
Be my guest.
All right. So I didn't really change much about mine. For now, there's still room to change them. At later, but my first one is Dr. Theo. Notice of my vice, and they better keep quiet about it. The vice is painkillers. And the second one is Dr. Lillian is a time bomb waiting to go off. They need to be diffused or pointed in the right direction. Still not sure about that one right now, but time can change. I might need to reword it as the sessions go on. And then things develop more differently, then I will adjust accordingly. So that's just there for now. And my third one is I want revenge and justice for the Grimcrest company for the things they've done to me and the people I cared about. And for clarity's sake, the other crew members do not know what happened to him because Ozzy is very adamant about not talking about that, and so they probably just first impression he's just a stubborn asshole.
Yeah.
A stubborn hard ass and all
Very
that.
true.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. When you guys did your ship payment last time, did you pay the maintenance costs? I don't think you did. I think you did reduce debt by 1.
Yeah, I think so.
And you purchased an upgrade. Alright.
Yeah.
Well, then, Dr. Theodophilus,
His have not changed. Version, he on occasion become obsessed with a mystery to the exclusion of danger around him. Probably every few hours, and well, when I say mystery, I mean, why is the fridge buzzing? He's gonna go and fix that, even if the autopilot is offline and we're leaking air. Sorry. He's also he's physically hefty. He's sturdy. He comes from a high gravity planet, which is something like 2.3 times galactic standard for engineering on spaceships. He will seem clumsy sometimes and can easily apply excessive force to problems if he's not focusing on his movements. And he does get concerned by, well, he notices Tad cannot really keep it in his pants, and at some point he's gonna pull moves on some alien princess or something, and then we're all going to be in trouble. That's one to keep an eye on.
Mm-hmm.
I've got to keep the lights on somehow.
Yeah, Tad's certainly not. He's too busy turning off all the refrigerators.
Well, that would be a good distraction.
Quick, we got exactly 15 minutes.
Alright. So, previously on Impulse Drive, last session, you met with your creditor, Chunt Cranny, the Badger Folk loan shark, who has lent you the money to invest in your brand new, definitely not secondhand and dented ship, Lost Hope, or the Lost Hope. I'm not sure what we're going to choose for that at this point. It is a dented, outdated, mismatched ship, but it's functional and pretty spacious. It is a big freighter, and it has a big old cargo bay and a hidden compartment. Chunt gave you your first mission in order to pay off a little extra off the debt that you owe him. And he asked for you to go and do a salvage mission. Just an easy salvage mission. Just fly off to the Sol system, the historic origin point of humanity, and poke around in the Kuiper Belt and find an ice freighter owned by Soltech Incorporated, the terraforming group, which is terraforming Mars and Venus, neither of which is complete at this point. And they are hauling ice from the Kuiper Belt all the way back to Mars, dumping it there. And one of these freighters has had gone awry, and it was your job to go and see what could be gathered. See if you could get the whole damn ship if you could. And you did. But not without some trouble. You instructed Dr. Lillian Luna to activate your hyperdrive, which blasted you through space, and you reappeared around the planet Earth in the exclusion zone of the QED, the Quarantine Enforcement Division of the Confederacy of Species. This was not great. you somehow ended up with a satellite in your cargo hold, or at least one of your cargo holds. A military satellite. It was not great. You managed to defeat the robot that had been placed inside the satellite to defend it by pulling a vacuum and dumping it into space. And now you have an illegal satellite. And you managed to outrun a squadron of fighters who were coming to investigate why the said satellite was no longer sending any signals. Using your brilliant stealth systems. After this, I think you decided to run. I think you decided that maybe it was best to get out of there. And you went and since you were much closer to your destination, you just activated your hyperdrive again and popped right next to your destination. The Tundra, a freighter carrying chunks of ice, which was suspiciously derelict here. One moment. I can't hear anything.
Oh no.
There we
Uh-oh.
go.
Oh no.
I needed... it's my headphones. If they don't get any sound for a while, they turn off. So you discovered the Tundra, and investigating it, you found that there were several piles of skeletal remains, one hidden inside of a refrigerator, all without any trace of other organic material than bone. You surveyed the ruins and inspected the damage, and in the cargo hold of the freighter, you found a partially melted hunk of ice and rock, and a suspicious ooze sliding down one of the walls of the cargo bay. You could not find anything else for the time being, but you knew that you needed to disable the beacon the transponder beacon that would indicate that the freighter was back online before the terraforming group could learn that you were taking what was essentially previously their property. But salvage's rights. As long as you get it before they can make a claim and get it scrapped, they have no legal right to reclaim it. And that was your job. So you went in search of the beacon, but before you could exit to the outside of the freighter, you were assailed by some kind of horrible arthropoid monstrosity, which attempted to leap on Ozzy when he discovered it out of the corner of his eye. Ozzy gave it what for, and gave it a titanic punch, and Lillian Luna delivered the killing blow, striking it with her... What would you call your weapon?
Wasn't it a shotgun?
Yeah, in that case, I used my shotgun.
Oh, you used the shotgun. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It was very much a case of, oh my god, what the hell sort of reaction, rather than her thinking things through.
No way. And yes, you blew a hole right through it.
Yes.
On the destruction of this creature, you traveled out into the void of space and clambered around the outside of this freighter to get to the deoxygenated sections of the ship, in which you found the beacon, the remains of several more crew members, and signs of a fight. You found another one of these creatures had died due to exposure to the vacuum of space. It seemed like one of the crew members had intentionally wedged open one of the airlock doors from the bridge, and allowed air to rush out through that and starve the creature of oxygen. Though it was all for naught. The rest of the crew did not survive. You also found a small stash of illegal narcotics and some painkillers in one of the private quarters, which had been alluded to by a note on the ship's systems. This resulted in an argument between Ozzy and Tad, who disagreed about whether they should make use of these by selling them. And in the end, Ozzy insisted that they be destroyed, but kept the painkillers for himself, unbeknownst to the rest of the group. Your mission complete.
I'm just glad that Ozzy didn't pocket any.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That
would
would
have
be
been terrible.
that would be insult added to injury. Financial injury, which is the worst kind. You.
I might imagine that Dr. Theo might have could have suspicions about that, because he knows about Ozzy's vice. So I don't know if there's any indication where, that's suspicious or something. I don't know if Theo would think that. I don't know.
As far as I know, you didn't tell him.
Have you used them yet?
No, not yet.
Because you did get hit.
I did.
So
he
it's
won't
up to
use
you.
them in front. He won't use them in front of everybody.
No, but he is. You have 2 crew members on your ship who have medical expertise.
Yeah. You go to the guy who knows about the vice,
Mm-hmm.
because no one else needs to know.
Exactly. You completed your mission by towing the freighter using your tractor beam out of the Kuiper Belt and into orbit of Jupiter. And there you descended to the surface of Europa. And that is where we are going to resume.
Yee.
All right. Are we on the planet now, or?
Yeah, you are literally just landing now. I would like to roleplay out your purchase or exchange for the upgrade to your ship. Because you did choose an upgrade, but it's not installed yet.
Yeah.
What did we
with
choose?
By the votes, you are going for the emergency overrides.
I think the shuttle was in second place.
Second place ain't no thing.
No, it's just maybe we get that next. I don't know.
The shuttle would have been fun for RP at the very least. And also, if you needed to dock somewhere, which, your ship couldn't dock, Because it's a big ass fucking freighter.
Yeah. Okay. So, I guess I sneeze. Okay, they're good. Okay,
Bless you.
thank you. All right. So
Ooh. I don't know if we can
We
do
should
that.
what?
So, my friend Redhead Omya in Twitch suggested a poll. Let viewers occasionally decide or provide votes for ship upgrades.
Oh,
But we can do something else. We could figure something out. In fact, I have a possible idea, but it'll take a little bit of work. So you guys land. Who's piloting? Tad?
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Imagine
what is Ozzy doing at this point as the captain? Are you recovering or are you on the bridge?
Well, I imagine he was able to recover because it's like a roll. It's like he only got just a scratch, so probably won't take him long to recover. So he would be on the bridge.
Mhm.
Not before, like once they get on the ship, he'll make a quick stop to the captain's quarters, pop a pill, and then just put him in a hidden compartment, and then head to the bridge.
Okay. This is Europa Starport calling the vessel Lost Hope. Good name. What is your trajectory?
Huh. This is Captain Graves speaking. We're approaching. What did they say?
Europa. They said they're the Europa calling the Lost Hope. What's your trajectory?
Oh, okay. This is Captain Graves of the Lost Hope. We are approaching Europa for landing. To what trade would be trade? Would trade be appropriate here? Or
Yeah.
We are like supplies. Yeah, we are docking on Europa for supplies and trading.
Alright, you are cleared for landing. Prepare to be scanned.
Right, I'm bringing her in. Everyone hold on to your butts.
Nice and easy.
Can you roll to act quick to land?
To
Ooh.
not crash into the spaceport.
You are trying
Just-
to avoid danger, so roll with advantage.
Okay. Right. Do. There we go. Avoid danger. So am I doing what am I doing? Slick or stalwart?
Slick.
Oh, sweet. Do advantage. Whoop. 8.
Partial success. Alright. I'm not going to give you any penalties. I was fishing for a complete failure.
Yeah, where we all crash and die.
Yeah, exactly. um,
We scuffed the paintwork on entry, but it's that battered anyway that nobody will notice.
exactly. I mean, I could do that as an extra option for Act Quick. Is you require you damage the ship in some small way, so the maintenance fuse goes up by 1. But you make a pretty reasonable landing. It's not that bad. Oh, poor Lillian. All right. You land and are greeted on the comms by a member of the security team. He says, "Stand by for your scan."
Mm-hmm.
A few minutes go by, and you get the all clear. And they say, "All right, you're good to go." We are activating the force shield, so you can exit into the air dock at any point.
All right.
Okay, thank you very much.
Roger.
I'm guessing you guys are here to pick up cargo rather than drop it off, since you seem to be empty right now.
Yeah.
Maybe. What do you specialize in here? What's the talk of the town? What do you specialize in?
First timers to Europa? No. Well, we normally just get folks coming in who come all the time. No, Europa fish.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, we're a fishing colony. Have been since the start. Well, except for, I guess that brief time people were doing research, but he waves his hand in the video com. That was ages ago. Yep. If you want fresh, good fish, this is the place to go.
Well, I think that's something to definitely consider.
Are
Nice,
they introduced fish or are they native?
They're native.
Ooh,
Oh,
native.
yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this place has more water than Earth used to.
it does. It also don't have an atmosphere.
What was
But
that?
that's okay. They will live under the ice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing that's an awful lot of blind fish.
Blind is one word for them. They don't have eyes.
Yep.
Never
That's
evolved
right.
them. Didn't need them. They got
So
these
this-
big old frills on the front that kind of let them smell where they're going, I think.
Does this place have any bounty boards that would sort of list any individuals who are wanted? Or track them
Yeah. Here, I'll send you a trying to think of what the word would be. I don't know. I guess he just goes, I'll send it over. And you get a like a directory of different bounties.
And I guess I can roll my bounty hunting move. Real quick. Can I do that?
Yeah.
All right. me pull up my thingy revolver. It is it's roll plus volatile. Okay. There it is, and it's standard. It's no advantage or anything. Come on, give me something good. That's a 10, which is
10.
what that. You can find something good. Hold 2 leads.
All right.
Oh, and
Imagine if
I
we took some of the fish from here and put them in a highlight environment.
I think it might take a while before they evolve dies.
You,
But-
I mean,
A few million years.
would they be aware of the change, and how would they react? We don't know if they've got chromatophores or anything. They
I mean, it wouldn't be too hard to build a little aquarium. Plenty of room in the cocoa bay.
could just buy you a. Could just buy you some goldfish.
Aren't they a bit of a known entity?
who popped up on the bounty? What I got?
I need to have a look at your move.
Oh, okay.
I need to read that for a minute.
silly tad. I don't expect you to understand the
Post-
thirst for knowledge that perhaps
Thanks.
drives me at times.
Oh, he's got first drive in him.
Tad blushes a little bit.
And then you should have a drink.
Who, me or us?
I meant you if you're thirsty.
Okay, oh, yeah. Of course, that's what you meant.
We could all go for a night
This
out. I
is-
think there is a bar over there.
I like
Hmm.
that.
That-
I mean,
that'd be
it does say you can even answer the questions yourself, Mark, if you spend an extra lead.
Okay.
Although, you know, if you wanted something very specific, I might say it costs extra. So you have 2 leads. You can ask either 2 questions or 1 question, and you make it and you put an answer to that question yourself.
It's kind of weird.
Yes, it is.
Uh,
But like, I think the idea is you can do this more than once.
yeah. This is kind of weird. I'm not sure what to do.
I think the only option you can really ask is who has the bounty on them, because like everything else
Yeah.
is not going to help at this point.
Okay. So, is there like anything like is it a specific person that I find, or it just says you find something good? What do I find?
Well, on a 10 plus, it says you right. The way it works is hold 2 leads means you have 2 leads, right?
Mm-hmm.
At any time during your contract, you can spend a lead to say someone present has a bounty on them. Then ask the following questions. So someone in this colony has a bounty on them. If you choose to use this move, you can use you can spend a lead to ask those questions about that bounty. See what I mean?
Okay. Okay. All right. I see. I see.
Alice, don't
Um,
eat my cheat sheet.
But Malice wants to be the ultimate cheater.
She wants to be the
Consider-
space
consider-
master.
So, considering that we haven't fully entered Europa yet, I'm not gonna use it quite yet.
Okay.
Like we're still on the ship technically, so it wouldn't. It would like,
Yeah,
this
so you're
person's
gonna hold
here.
on
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
2 leads you've got and then use
Yeah.
them when appropriate.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And like forget the flavor text. Later on you can check the bulletin board to see essentially if there's any extra information about your current bounties as well as looking for new bounties. And so you can get more leads that you can spend towards the bounty that you're currently working towards.
And I do have the Bloodhound skill, which also gives me more leads.
Oh, okay. How many Bloodhound? When you hit the streets for when you hit the streets for to your contacts, you can get extra information through Volatile. Useful. Useful. One lead and 2 questions. Wow. It's good shit.
Yeah. I think it'd be a
Bloodhound
good
is
idea. To,
better than just using the bounty hunting move.
I think it would be a good idea to hold on to these leads in case we need to hunt down something that somebody specific that we need that's part of our job as well. That way you get 2 birds with 1 stone, more or less, and
Good.
we'll see what comes out. We can see what comes up. I do have a lot of leads. I
I
can get a
think you'd
lot of
need
leads.
2 stones for Malice.
I need about 10. She'll just
Throw them
deflect
back.
missiles. Yeah.
Alright. Yeah,
Mal-
you don't actually have a contract right now. On landing, you now have access to the quantum network, which allows you to instantaneously communicate anywhere with anyone who is on the network via quantum entanglement. So you can call up Chunt Cranny and tell him that you've completed the contract.
I'll do that. Yeah, I'll call him up.
Would you all like to be in the on the bridge when you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
No?
Call them up.
So once again, Chunt Cranny
Hello?
is a badger type person. Very short, quite stout, and affable, smiley, cute, and has sharp little teeth for some reason. Hi. Are you done? Don't give me some bad news.
No, I have good news. The job has been completed.
All
Yeah.
right.
Wait, what was that? What was that noise? Wait,
Boop,
I heard
boop, boop.
I heard a pew, and it's just like, wait, what?
Chuck calls back and is like, I think someone leant on the button there. All right, you've completed my contract. I'm so happy about this. What did you find? How is what kind of condition is the freighter in?
Well, it's
More than a few
Couple of
holes.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm,
Less
Unexpected
than
that.
half of it was open space.
Good.
We-
What
we've
about the
also-
modules? Are they intact?
What, sorry?
What about the ship's modules? Are the engines intact? Is navigation all right? Is the computer system okay? What's working?
Bit of a fixer-upper, but I think it's mostly just a case of needs patching up and then a little tweak here and there. Nothing seemed too damaged.
I think most of the damage was to the hull and the crew.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that the crew might have been the most damaged by it.
They were also exposed to space.
Yeah,
Yes, we
confu-
Oh,
I
you
don't
know.
think they were
bones.
alive when they were exposed to space, though.
yeah.
We found several bones of the crew scattered about the ship.
We
And
also
we were
found what
assaulted.
turned them into bones.
Yeah, we were assaulted by a creature of some sort. It nicked me a little bit and took a chunk out of Dr. Luna over there.
Very
But
rude.
it's been dispatched, and our scans have shown that was the only living life sign on the ship. Quick out of character. We did scan it again just to make sure, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and we scanned it again just to make sure.
Yep.
That indeed that was the only life sign, was that particular creature.
We didn't find any sign of a hidden compartment on their ship like we have on ours, did we?
It's not a smuggler.
That's for the
Although
best.
you did find a hidden compartment and you looted it.
That's fair. I just didn't want to smuggle
It
one
just-
of those onto Europa.
Wasn't
And then
a proper
someone
hidden
threw it into
compartment.
space.
Yes, we found a compartment of drugs. Presumably
Not like contraband drugs, though.
there was some of the crew in a log was accusing one another about smuggled drugs on the ship. I found
right.
that compartment and I threw him off the ship.
So
Yes,
into the vast
you
void
did.
of space. Yes,
Did?
I did.
Well done.
I hope that whatever little space dust creatures are out there are feasting happily.
I hope the space whales are getting high off their tits.
Space
The likely-
whales.
Space whales, yeah.
The likelihood of that is very small.
They don't really snort stuff to space whales. No nostrils.
Oh no, ads.
You can use an ad blocker. I suggest it. In fact,
I do got one. Yeah.
or you can
Wait.
subscribe to the C4 on Twitch.
Yes.
I only have my,
Do
I only
that.
have my-
I'm not being paid. And I do
I only
not have
have
a
my-
gun to my head.
I already have my. I'm already using my Prime sub for the moment.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Alright, I'm going to post a thing in the chat that I don't want you guys to look at.
Ah,
Wait, which chat?
In Twitch chat.
Okay. All right, I'll just click off of the Twitch right there.
I don't think it will have a preview, so you don't really need to worry about it.
Ooh,
Bless you.
thank you.
I'm gonna wait for the ad break to finish now. Which I think it has.
who's that?
Alright. So, viewers, you have voted for a type of contract to be offered to the players. Here are some options. Give me your suggestion. Just post the number in chat for what cargo or passengers and what location. Just the number. Just post that in chat. Here's the link. Alright.
I know not what the options are, but I say 7.
I say 420.
Okay. Well, I'm glad it all seemed to go off more or less without a hitch. Okay. I can send over your. I will mark off some of your expenses here. We did already agree on a price. Are you sure I can't knock it down? I mean, since it was so easy.
I think what we previously suggested, it'd be best if we stick to that.
There was a lot of potential for it to have not gone well.
Yeah.
But
Plus,
it
we
did
need to
go
take
well.
into account. We need to take into account space fuel, like complications that may happen.
Feeding flop.
All right.
Don't
Okay.
worry. Don't worry about those logistics. I'll take care
Payment
of that while I'm in my.
is agreed. Then, I suppose you have some spending money. I'm going to wire that over to you now.
Oh, very gladness.
Thank you.
So,
We will. We should consider upgrading the ship. I'll put something.
I suppose, I mean, it's probably best that if we're going to keep working like this, that we make sure at least we have gear that can ensure that we stay as safe as we can under our terms.
Indeed. I think. Oops, sorry, go on.
We really should fix that little leak in Ted's window. I don't know if that counts as an upgrade, but we really should.
Well, you should go fix that. I didn't know there was a leak.
Can't really work on it from outside until we're done. Which is now, so it's fine.
Thank God for the laser-proof glass.
It was only a very small leak.
And since we're here, I think that we should all take some time to rest. And Luna will look at Ozzy.
He's already walking off the ship. It's like, nope, I gotta get work.
Yeah.
He's not. He's on his. He's already walking towards the hatch. But don't worry about me. Just you stop worrying about me.
You say that, but one day you're just going to keel over. And honestly, as much as a full biopsy on your body would probably yield some interesting information, I don't think it's I don't think it's time for that.
I'm not going to stop anytime soon. Not until I do what I need to do.
Don't tell him that, Luna. You're going to give him an ego. Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but I could go and do with a drink. Ozzy, see you in a bit. Sometimes you just gotta let Ozzy go and do Ozzy things.
You're right, mate.
I mean, I suppose.
We'll be fine. Let's go find a seafood restaurant.
Yeah.
Could be interesting.
Maybe find a nice fishwife to warm my bed.
Oh, and Dr. Theo, next time when I'm done and next time you're free, I need to talk to you about something.
Hey, what are you guys talking about?
I don't know. But Dr. Patient confidentiality, I wouldn't tell you if I did.
Well,
all right.
I'm also a doctor, and I'm always available for a second opinion on things.
I will keep that in mind. Let's say when they first met, Ozzy did not give a blood sample. Yeah.
Doesn't mean that Luna's not got one now, that's for sure.
Just fell asleep one day and wake up with like, oh, I wonder if we got a mosquito on the ship.
Well, sort of.
You've certainly got a blood-sucking insect.
I
Well,
wouldn't call it an insect.
You're a moth.
Yes, and I have not taken any blood from him via my own body.
Nope, that's true.
No.
I'm
I hope not.
suddenly wondering if Luna has a long, pointy proboscis. Just
She does
coiled
not.
up.
Does she have the butterfly tongue proboscis?
Oh, that's
Oh
like
yes.
a serrated razor blade.
Oh yes.
Even better.
I presumably Luna did kind of secretly take Ozzy's blood. Presumably, it seems like something she would do. To be honest, this kind of seems like that. Obviously, you can say whether she did or not. Has she?
Yes, via her pet, who is a critter that looks kind of like a cross between a lizard and a mosquito. It's a six-legged critter.
Does it just look like a cross between a lizard and a mosquito, or have you been playing with genetics again?
They're a race native to her planet.
I had to ask. She is a geneticist.
Yeah, but they what makes them interestingest is the fact that from a small material sample, be it blood or some sort of neurotoxin or whatever, they can process more of it and make sort of a genetically viable sample. So they only need the smallest amount to be able to create enough of a sample for her to do her testing on.
I think like the blood will probably give her some stuff. I don't know exactly what, but like in order for her, like I think for her to in order to detect like certain opioids in his system,
She'd be having to look for them specifically.
Yeah, and she would have to have a sort of like actual full like checkup or something.
Yeah,
Like
no,
blood pressure,
when looking, she was more trying to build a base structure of his genome so that she could alter her treatments to fit his genetics.
Okay.
Because that's how she operates. All her treatments are done to a base of the genetics of the owner. She dislikes doing a generic treatment because she feels they're not as effective.
She might find some interesting stuff regarding the like the nature of his race, like the mutated-esque genetically modified stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like all his everything, all his DNA is green.
He's so green, yet he doesn't photosynthesize. It's so strange.
So yeah, let's go for a drink. I wouldn't worry too much about Ozzy. He'll get in touch if he needs us.
I suppose. It's not like I can force him to rest. At least not ethically.
I mean, I think working is his kind of rest.
It'll burn out eventually, and that will spell danger for all of us.
He...
It just scares me a little, is all.
You scare me.
No.
You... Like in a good way, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this a human thing, or
You scare me, and that turns me on.
is this just a tad thing? I suppose. Huh. I don't get it. Maybe I'll have to run some more tests.
Anyway, so what's the is there a bar nearby or?
Well, if it's a fishing planet, people will be working hard and it'll be cold, so I'm sure there'll be several.
Cool, let's go and find one. Find the fish restaurant, the seafood restaurant. The good Doctor Urs was on about. Dr. Mac. GM, what do we find?
You find a restaurant called the Frosty Sea Pig.
Okay. Ooh.
I fear to ask what it is named after.
It has a 3D hologram of a sea pig rotating around on like kind of like at about a meter above head level outside. That's serving as the sign.
Seems as good a place as any.
Just to make things clear where Ozzy's going, that way it doesn't seem all ambiguous. He's going to find a parts seller for ship modification stuff. And he'll get on the communications, and say to everybody, I am going to track down a dealer for ship parts, and I think it would be necessary to give our ship. So with our new funds, we should be able to afford something. I had been thinking about. I'm going to opt in for emergency systems. How does that sound? I think it would be necessary in the events that we should be finding ourselves in a situation like we were, and everything fails.
I mean, I suppose, though, I don't like the idea of us ending up in an emergency to begin with.
I worry slightly that you are planning to get shot at.
Our ship is not equipped with guns. There's no way our ship cannot fight back.
And I'm quite glad that it doesn't have any guns, to be honest.
I mean, technically there's that little laser, but probably don't want to attach that.
Yeah. I think that's more of a help it discreetly move to somebody else's pocket in return for something.
Could be in return for a legitimate laser.
I think maybe like some kind of emergency override system. I don't imagine we get many that like. I don't imagine we get any that are super like official. I mean, I don't think there are many companies that allow things to overclock their systems, but there'd be
Oh,
Maybe if we
that there's
look
gotta
more
be
black.
something that can bypass it. It's just a case of finding someone who knows how.
Yeah.
I could do a bit of reading, probably sort it out in a few days if you really want.
If it was
Yeah.
organic, I'd just supply it with some sort of stimulant, but again,
And that doesn't tend to work too. But no, the whole point of safety protocols on stuff is to stop you doing things like opening 2 airlock doors at once. On the other hand, there are times where it is really bloody essential that you do it. So sometimes you have to work around it.
those.
For example, dumping all the fuel from your engine core while halfway round a 10-year voyage, which I had to do once. It was not convenient.
Imagine.
That sounds awfully tedious.
No, tedious was the 6 months to get to the next star system.
Yes,
Yeah, that's what I was alluding to. Jesus.
But it was better than blowing up the engine core. So we did that. Anyway,
you should have been able to find a way to refactor it so that it could be fueled by something else tentatively. But I suppose
Well,
with the supplies.
at that point we were in deep space. The choice was either fuel it with the crew or the crew's waste.
Fair.
Neither is particularly efficient when you're used to running on fusion pellets.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Are we decided then?
Yes, I think something that can give us an edge in an emergency would be the most useful. I just hope it doesn't encourage us to find more emergencies.
Well, I mean, I know how this works.
You never know what might
So the
happen.
emergency overrides upgrade allows you to recharge a system at a possible cost. It could cause your ship to need more maintenance. It could damage your ship, or it could hurt you. If you're lucky and the ship is well maintained, you won't have any consequences at all. If you're unlucky, well,
Yeah.
no, there is nothing on there that says what happens on a 6-. I get to make it up.
Oh,
So you better have your ship in good condition. Which also means that the more you use the emergency overrides, the because every time you use it, there's a chance you will make the ship need more maintenance. And the more maintenance it has, the less effective the emergency overrides are going to be. The more dangerous they will be.
Yeah. So it's probably not super ideal until we actually get more crew.
Well, no, I it's perfectly fine. Like, it's just I like the fact that it's a feedback loop. You use it when you need it, and
it carries the risk of making both you need it more and it becoming more volatile.
You will need to you push the ship beyond its limits, and so you will need to do more repairs, and you'll need to pay for maintenance more often. That's the the exchange that you've got, but it's a good exchange because your ship has no weapons. You are completely relying on your stealth and your speed, and you're a freighter.
Yeah.
You don't have much speed.
That's why we need to paint flames on the side so it goes quicker.
Mm-hmm.
We
Right. You have arrived at the frozen sea pig.
Ooh.
I'll make the purchase.
And yes, Ozzy, you've come on into a I guess this would be like a junker's like a repair depot, and you are in talks with oh, he would be, let's say there's another of your subspecies here.
Oh, okay. The Kreska. A Kreskin.
Yeah, another Kreskin.
Kreskin.
He's wearing a flat cap. He's covered in grease, and he just kind of looks at you and goes, "Hello, how can I help you?"
Yes. Hello. I'm Captain Graves of the Lost Hope. I'm here to make a purchase for installing emergency overrides.
Right. That does take some electrical know-how.
I do have an engineer who could help. I do have a very capable engineer.
That could speed it up.
What would the extra cost be for to install it?
Do you have it already?
I do have the payment.
No, I meant the module, as in like the computer system that's needed to regulate the energy flow so that you can overload without, breaking everything instantly. Because otherwise I'll have to charge you for that. We got some, or at least some stuff I could use. Not like these, they're not regularly in use. Voids the warranty, Your ship is definitely not in warranty. I mean, it has a smuggling compartment, which is shielded from scans. And it's definitely second-hand.
However you can install it. Whatever you need to install it.
You got a dry dock?
Yeah. I do.
Alright. I'll get started. You give me the a com code for your engineer, and I'll get in touch to see what we can do. Can you send me over the schematics for your ship as well? And yeah, I'll get started.
Is there the schematics for the hidden compartments wouldn't show up, would they?
You have a version that you would be able to present to any officials.
Okay.
A sufficiently well-trained engineer might be able to notice that something is up, but
Surely part of your cost, though, is, the promise of silence.
mm-hmm.
Would it be reasonable to sort of like would we have enough payment to like sort of for us to like not to just try to convince him to don't look where he doesn't need to look, just install this stuff and go.
I would like you to roll manipulate with advantage.
Okay.
See, I miss difficulty classes because, you know,
What is manipulate?
manipulate is slick.
Is that slut? Oh, okay. Can't really intimidate him, can I?
You could.
I could.
I mean, it fits for what you want to do. It's just what is the approach that you're taking? Because
Yeah.
it sounds like you're trying to persuade him.
Yeah, he'll say to him, just don't look where you need to look, or where you don't need to look. And you don't need to see anything other than just what you need to find to install. Everything else is none of your business.
All right. No, don't worry about that. Roll the roll plus volatile with advantage.
Okay.
It was that the 10? Or was
No,
something
that's
else?
something.
That's the old.
That was
Oh, that was your contract. Another 10. Okay.
okay.
On a 10 plus, they choose force you to follow through and suck it up, or cave in and do what you want. Yep, no problem. I know when to keep my nose out of your business. Oh, they've gone Australian. That's okay, they're Australian now.
Space Australia.
Based Australia.
Just like cheese.
Australia.
Australia.
Very good.
Well, everything about space does want to kill us.
True.
You ever surf a supernova?
Very good.
Sounds like a giant fucking space web. This one's a beaut.
I'll send you over the schematics you need.
All right. Yeah. Which bay are you in?
Which bay are we in?
You are in E5.
Bay E5.
Ah, Beacon. That's one of the external ones. All right. I'll get to work.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you like to do next, Ozzy?
That's a good question. Since the bloodhound, or since the bounty hunting thing
Oh, yeah.
is a little weird,
It's
I was
it's
kinda-
narrative. It's wish-washy, you know.
yeah. I suppose what he would do is,
I mean, what that
He
means
would-
is like, if you're already fighting someone, you can spend 2 hold to say this guy has a bounty on them.
Mm.
that would be so mean. It's like,
It
thanks
just
for installing my ship.
well,
Thanks for
I
installing
mean,
the-
you could say that this guy has a bounty on him, but no, I meant like if you're fighting like some random guy, you know, or like some group of like gang, like some gang like attacks you or jumps you in the street, you can spend your hold, your leads to say, okay, I'm gonna ask the question, who is this bounty on, and then I would like to spend another lead to answer the question myself, and it's this guy that I'm about to punch in the face.
How convenient.
And
Um,
you know, I have said before that your bounties don't necessarily have to be people. They can be objects. They can be little mini things.
Okay, so well, I guess just to sort of like tie it, just to kind of sort of tie it. I want to try to have Ozzy make his way towards like he could just call them on the comm, but I don't know. It's like he feels like he just go up and meet up with the rest of people just to tell them in person.
All right.
And along the way, maybe something happens. So yeah.
All right.
So I can roll stuff, whatever you need me to roll, in order for something to happen.
No, I don't need you to roll anything. I want the others, since they have some free time here.
Eating fish and chips.
Yeah, I like, if that's what you want to do. The fish here is translucent. It has like an unpleasant kind of ammonia aftertaste. That is, it's not too bad. Sometimes. It depends on the quality of the stuff that you're buying. And it's kind of translucent and thin in a way. And you can get some more like dried or thick stuff, which kind of goes kind of gelatinous and chewy. It's not really flaky in the way that fish on Earth is. Which is a shame, but it's not bad. It's not terrible, especially when fried. Because basically anything is good when fried.
Oh yes.
Yes,
it is.
It seems like the main fish that is offered is something called what was I going to call it? A sea dog.
A sea dog.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
It has these tendrils on its head that kind of look like dog ears with the way they flop around.
That is both adorable and alarming in equal measure.
And it does have like a little snout-like mouth. But it's more like a tube. They do not have jaws.
Well, it's always worth trying the local specialities.
Yep, not always twice.
On a planet where all of the life comes from energy presented, like entered into the body via like geothermal activity from tidal forces. It's not like there's a vegan option. There's no photosynthesis. There is no plant life on a planet a planetoid that doesn't get any light in the places where there is life.
There's just bacteria.
Yes.
Delicious bacteria blocks.
Well, it's kind of true. There is yeast product.
It's tasty. Holy shit, the biggest fly has just gone past me.
Oh my god. There is additionally there are these huge conical kind of semi-arthropoid creatures which apparently live on geothermal vents and contain in their biota the bacteria which chemosynthesize geothermal at the geothermal vents. So they kind of like sit on top of the vent and let the chemicals seep through them in a weird way.
Oh God.
Well, I'll definitely try whatever the most homely dish, as it were, is, and then drink something high in sugar.
All right.
After all, I can then process the sugars to produce more silk.
Would you? Oh, right.
And Dr. Luna will be using sort of her chameleon skin to alter her appearance to make her colours a lot more sort of dowdy and sort of generic moth-like instead of the pinks that she is.
Oh,
Oh.
what is that
Chris.
pink and yellow moth called?
The rosy hawk moth, I believe.
Right, they're adorable.
Yes.
Don't forget that you guys have some contraband cargo on board.
Yes.
Yeah, we should look to try.
We
and get
do.
rid of-
Yeah. Tad is going to he's going to use his criminal contacts to reach out to the criminal underground over there to gain information to try and sell this contraband.
Okay. Could you read out
Um,
your criminal contacts move again?
Okay, criminal contacts. When you reach out to the criminal underground of a location for contacts to gain information, buy or sell contraband, or a shady contract, roll plus stick. On a 10 plus, you find someone who can get you what you need. Choose one. On a 7 to 9, it's not so easy. Choose one, and the SM will tell you one. And it gives you a few little sort of thingies. It's not quite what you need. You have a complicated past with your contacts, and there's strings attached.
Right. Roll that. Eddie. I would like you to roll 2d6.
Eight.
Oh, let's go. That's a 10.
A 10. Good grief. Oh, I hate this book. Here we go.
Pardon me, my loves. I'm just going to use the The little human shrimp.
Okay. Choose one.
Oh, that was said in character.
Yeah.
Tad saying
No.
it to Luna and Mac.
No, I got that. All right.
Yeah, Luna looks at him a little bit confused, but just sort of nods along.
All right. Yeah. So which one would you like to choose? Because you always choose one of these.
Okay, so so if you get a 7 and a 9, you get 2 then essentially.
If on a 7 to 9, you get to choose one, and I get to choose one.
Oh, that's interesting.
This is a
And,
10+, so you get to choose which of these is true.
Okay.
Is it not quite what you need? Is it? Do you have a complicated past, or are there strings attached?
I have a complicated past with this contract. With this contact.
Okay. Okay. Yes. So this is one of the few non-human people on this moon, on Europa. This is let me open this up. Because this is useful. Okay. This is Dynova. She is a species from Aves, and the Avesians are kind of they are odd bird-like creatures. The reason this is a little complicated is because she used to be a diplomat for Aves, who was working on Iate, until there was a bit of a scandal with her. Yeah, she was caught going to a brothel.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was on some of the news stations for a little while. Yeah, they never released exactly who or what she was doing there. But I think we all know.
There are limitations. One does not go to a brothel to join a book club.
So now she could have been had to do her taxes.
He's very good at taxes.
I mean, our particular
He's
place of business.
self-employed.
Yeah. Our
He's
particular.
never paid taxes.
Yeah. What are taxes? In our establishment had a bar. So what's her name again? Sorry, Space Master.
I've already forgotten.
Devora or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Where is it? It's on here. Good grief, Eddie. Where was it? Dynova.
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 DY.
I'll create a character for her. This is Dynova.
Yeah.
And character journals, all edited only by me.
Ooh.
Can you see that? Should be at the top of the handouts list now. Oh, why is the name's wrong on there?
Oh no.
There you go. Now you should be.
Oh, there we go.
Aha.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I'll excuse myself from Luna and Tad. And is she sat at the bar or is she with people?
She is. I think she would actually just be like imagine you have an app that it's kind of it's a social media app, and you're just and you can like see all of your contacts and like you sort them by location.
Okay.
And you see that the like you have a couple of people who are here, but she is the one who you know the best. But things are a little complicated, or at least she's the one who you know the best who isn't trying to kill you. So yes, you know of Dynova. So she is on the planet. She's in the colony. This colony is the size of a medium-sized town. There's like maybe 20,000 people who live here, but not that many. It's not a big city. It's relatively prosperous, but it's kind of out of the way. She went here to get away from you and to get away from the media, and to lead and to kind of live low profile. And she definitely has some criminal contacts. You know that. She can get things done. She had a reputation for that. So you know, do with that what you will.
Yeah. Okay.
So her disposition is -1.
Okay.
She's not your biggest fan.
Yeah. So, do you come here often? So, Sibia.
You like send her a DM.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she fell off your radar for a while.
Yeah.
You get a message back after a few minutes. It just says, "Not you." Oh God.
What is that any way to treat an old friend?
She says, "What will it take to get you out of here?"
Look, we have come across a certain goods that may be of interest to you, maybe of use to you, or if you know anyone who may. Out of character, do we remember what it was?
This is the satellite.
Yeah. I'm looking for to shift a satellite we found. Maybe it may be valuable in the correct hands. Would this be something you would be able to help me with?
She would reply, illegal salvage. Of course you're in this. And she does there's like an eye roll emoji.
Yeah.
But at this stage the face is blue.
Okay.
Because all the emojis are like standardized for aliens.
Yeah. There's one for every colour.
Yep.
And eye number.
Yep.
All the way up to 72.
Yeah. The 73-eyed aliens have been kicking up a fuss ever since.
Yeah, they're petitioning for 128 by 128 pixels.
Yeah.
They're really struggling with 16 by 16.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think we're beyond pixels at this point, probably.
Yeah.
Like we've got like actual.
very
Nobody is too good for pixels.
Like we've somehow got like actual vector rendering, like the vectors themselves get rendered as like as cohesive like like projections.
Oh.
Which does make raster images much shittier.
Indeed.
Alright. Yeah, I can get you in touch with someone.
Thank you.
When do you need it?
As soon as possible, please. And I'll send a simple smiley face emoji.
Can you roll manipulate?
Sure.
Because she is torn between trying to get this over and done with, and trying to avoid you at all costs.
Okay. Manipulate is thick, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. No. What's that?
That's a
9.
partial success. Eddie, what did you get on the 2d6 I asked you to roll a while ago?
it was an 8.
An 8, okay. Because I didn't realize that one of these moves applies even if you haven't been to the location before. Which is the crew is back in town. So I need to have a look at that in a minute.
Oh.
I could do with having this random name list in front of me all the time. Right. What was it that you got? Tad got a 9, a partial success. Or manipulate. Okay. He says... She says, alright, but I want a cut.
Of course. For what it's worth, the information didn't come from the pleasure house. It must have been one of your team. It must have been someone else close to you. we would never we would never break that trust.
There's like the, like when someone's typing, you can see the dots. And
Yeah.
then it just vanishes. You delete it.
Yeah, sounds about right. Tad.
He's
kinda
leaving you
doesn't-
on red.
Yeah, Tad doesn't, and this isn't Tad's first rodeo. He knows when to fucking leave things.
Right.
Just-
Yeah. So, you need to, either you need to give her something once you sell it, or she will get angry with you if you leave without giving her her cut. Because yes, with manipulate, they can ask you to promise something and do what you want if you agree.
Yep. I think Tad would be happy to do that.
Okay, let's. The crew is back in town. Let's have a look. On a 7 to 9, your welcome isn't a warm one. Choose one.
Say that again. Sorry. Oh, is that you?
Hmm?
You do or I do?
No, I'm reading this just out loud.
Oh,
Yeah. I think this is Eddie. So the options are: trouble related to a hook, calamity, or recent indiscretion has caught up with the crew. There is an open conflict that makes this area dangerous or unstable. Or there is a shortage or crisis that has driven prices up. You have disadvantage when dealing with local merchants or vendors. So in the handouts, this is under other moves in the handouts condensed. So it's on the second page.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
So choose one of those, Edward.
Why do I feel like Dinova is sending someone to rough Tad up? Anonymously. It's just what I would do.
Is that what you want to do? Trouble related to a recent indiscretion?
Well, and it's my hook that Tad can't keep it in his pants and it's going to cause problems.
Yes. Okay. Oh my god, that's so good. Okay, let's take a very quick break. I would like us to be back in 11 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, I will try and be quick. I'm always fucking terrible at this, but I'll try.
I'm not
Okay.
even there yet.
Yeah,
Right.
you would have arrived. Tad is out. Oh, or you would arrive like basically now. While Tad is like in the bathroom texting.
He does like to take a 20-minute poo, doesn't he?
Yes.
Where is that handout that you?
PDFs on Roll20. Did you get that?
I mean, I'm looking at the handouts like right now in the PDF. I don't.
What? Impulse Drive handouts condensed is.
Oh, condensed. I'm not even seeing that.
On Roll20?
Right, I'm gonna.
Roll 20. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
gonna make myself a tea. I'll be back in 10.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'm gonna go
We've
grab
got
a drink.
like, I don't know how late Eddie can go tonight. Do you want to stop at 11 or 12? Or 11:30 or something? I don't know, he's probably gone to go get a drink. That's okay, I will do the same. We need to buy a break.
Mhm.
It is indeed very warm. Let me go to the Be Right Back screen. I should make a Be Right Back screen specific for this.
I am back.
Is Mark here?
I'm here.
What skin colors do oh god, I keep forgetting. Creations come in?
Creskins.
Creskins.
They can be green, blue, and more rare occasions reds and pinks. like different hues of greens and blues, not like a singular green or blue, like very different.
Yeah. Like anything like teal, turquoise, aquamarine, fucking deep ocean blue.
Yeah.
Or in your case, like a bright kind of foresty green.
Yeah.
Where did you put the Kreskin stuff? Was that in Stonefall?
It's in my it's in my backstory
Right.
thingy-mabobber.
Okay.
Yeah.
2021. Alright. Oh man, I managed to give myself indigestion by eating a mini chocolate cake roll.
Oh no. To be fair, I'm going to be surprised if I don't get indigestion later with me eating sour ice lollies.
I mean, they have literal acid in them.
Yeah, and I'm on medication that alters stomach acid.
Right.
Albeit,
Here
I'm
we go.
also
I've
on
got a
one
professor
that
on now too.
relaxes it a little bit, but...
Is Eddie back?
I am. Sorry, I was listening, but I was also eating crisps.
No worries. I haven't resumed string up. When... Oh, actually. Apparently I didn't delete that. So, we're still on stream. Good. There we go.
There we go. I'll go out and head back to my fish and chips on the table, and
In the big hole.
yeah.
You really
Oh.
should try to eat a bit more fibre.
Well, that's what the mushy peas are for.
You've left them.
You see that Ozzy is here now and has sat down at the table. What would you order, Ozzy?
Water.
Just a water.
Just the water.
No
Um,
food, just water. I love. Yep. So you get some. You get a pitcher of water placed on the table next to it. It's ice cold.
Crisp water.
This
Crisp tap.
planet's water is highly saline and has a high quantity of toxic chemicals in it, so you don't really want to drink it. So all water is bottled.
Oh,
Nice.
crisp bottled water.
You also can't sink in the sea because it's too salty. So you just get stuck on the underside of the ice and drown. Not much of a benefit, really.
The way that they do the fishing here is entirely with submersibles, because almost all the life is at the very bottom.
Yeah. Nice.
Because that's where the geothermal activity is.
Where did I say? Where did I see say? Where did I say again?
I don't know. You said that you.
Yeah. I guess he goes in, takes a seat. I guess he'll scope out the group. And then he'll get that water. But yeah. And he'll scope out the group. And pull out a seat. And begrudgingly sit down.
Alright.
So, it's done. I got the part. It's being installed.
Good.
And
I
scoped out the place
oh good.
a little bit. And
I have a buyer for I'm sorry to interrupt, Sassy. I have a buyer for the
Go away.
goods that we acquired.
Well done.
Yeah.
good.
Contacts everywhere, eh?
Yeah.
And the person installing our part. Well, I told them to don't stick their nose into business they don't belong in.
Probably for the best. That ship's in an embarrassing state right now. It'll take weeks to sort that out.
Yeah. Also, if they stuck their nose into Ozzy's bedroom, they would find an embarrassing lack of oxygen. But that's okay.
It's,
Ozzy's been sleeping in Lunacy.
Wait, what?
You may mean Tad.
Yes.
Why is there no oxygen in Captain's quarters?
He's got
In
that
Tad's
slow
room,
leak
in
on the
Tad's
window.
room.
Yeah. So
It's fine because he always leaves the door open anyway.
yeah, so I've been having to sleep in Luna's room for the time being, which is exhausting.
It's not my
she-
fault you have to sleep.
Well, I have to make sure I have to sleep with an eye open because you keep trying to go take samples of me. I think I haven't noticed your syringe.
I don't think I took any more. I mean, maybe. Maybe Flop got out.
Oh, the little animal you have.
What does it eat?
Um,
I don't want to know.
I am
I want to
concerned it
know.
might be us. Just in
I would
small
like to know what
portions.
it eats.
I mean, it does eat blood, but
Yep.
it can eat other things,
Hmm.
and I have been feeding it other things.
Okay.
Why?
Does it eat chips?
It does not.
Well, it should.
It's no
Those
blood in
two-
a chip.
That would
I'm-
probably make it very lethargic, if I'm honest, and they're already pretty bad at that.
I guess I'll need to make note on the stores of our supplies. Make sure they're not missing anything else that's, they're not depleting faster than necessary.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be alright. Besides, I can let Flop feed off me if he really wants blood.
Okay.
What, you think I don't bleed?
I'm more concerned that you don't sleep.
Do sometimes, just a lot of the time I'm busy.
Yeah.
Plus nighttime is easier.
Yeah, suppose it is. But yeah, our stowaway. I've got a little I've got to buy it for it. What was the company called again? Space TM?
Fucking knew you wouldn't write that down. I don't remember either. And I can't go back in the VOD because we're still in the VOD. Let me out of this VOD so I can look at it.
Yeah.
Uh,
It was called this.
Yeah, I don't remember. I'm gonna have to make it up again. It is called Jovial Scrap Tech.
That's the one. Jovial Scrap Tech.
Oh, that's good. At least
It sounded like a jolly bunch.
Yeah.
a problem
You're
solved.
literally around Jupiter. It's a pun.
I know.
Well, seems our business is done. We should keep finding more business.
You
I will
know,
call.
take a moment to enjoy being somewhere else.
Yeah.
If I cannot stop moving. I can't stop moving. I have to keep working. Because we gotta pay off that debt.
This is true, but do not starve in the attempt. Try some of the local fish. It tastes like an extremely old breed.
We have rations on the rations on the ship. I will eat that. I am content with the simple foods. I don't need to really sit back and taste food. As long as this fills me up, gives me a nice, sufficient meal of the day, get my nutrients. That's all I need.
I'm sure they'll do you a nice clam chowder or something.
I don't like clams.
There are yeast bricks in the budget menu.
Right. So, Tad, I need you, and whoever else wants to go with you, to go and do the handoff with your contraband.
Okay.
I will. Someone's got to go with them, make sure things
I
go
feel
right.
like we all have to. That's a lot to carry.
Yeah.
We got like a forklift.
Not quite. Ooh,
We have like
oh,
a
I
hover
like
trolley.
that. No, not even a hover trolley. I like the idea that you've got like a forklift, but instead of like, a fork, it's got a like a tractor beam that can like make objects weightless and use and can transport them.
Oh, it's going to be like the recent Legend of Zelda games, isn't it?
Am I beam lift qualified?
Yes. It's
Excellent.
exactly like the Legend of Zelda and or Gary's mod.
Yes. Just make sure not to accidentally shoot it at someone. Hey guys, got your satellite.
Okay.
Quick, we need to get out of here.
So who is going to the ship and who is not?
I will.
Oh, well.
Do what?
You going to the ship for the handoff?
Yeah, I'm going.
Okay, Luna, are you going to do something else?
Yeah.
Okay.
Her curiosity over the locals and such, even though they are descendants of humans for the most part, will have her sort of going into a couple of like local sort of curio shops that are basically there for being able to send random tchotchkes back to your family.
Okay. Alright.
The equivalent of a truck stop, let's be honest. Here's your I went to Jupiter magnet.
Exactly. Here's the thing, that doesn't cost you shit, because money is largely abstracted in this, and that would be too cheap to bother
Yes.
with. Although there is one money item that you can get that is called liquid assets, and you can use that for bribes and things like that.
Yeah.
Very useful. It would, for example, be something that you could give to your friend Dunova in order to get her off your back.
What's this, sorry?
That
The
is
liquid
liquid
assets
assets item.
Okay.
It's essentially like a cred stick with some cash on it, or
Oh, yeah.
a valuable gem, or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see what they give us for the we'll head to Jovial Scrap Tech.
All right. Yep. You head over to Jovial Scrap Tech, and
Are they jovial?
All
no.
got big wrenches.
There is a. Oh man, I know exactly what these guys look like. Or this guy looks like. I need to get the picture now. Is it the fucking image just popped into my brain like it is necessary? Yes, here we go. If I add this on my OBS, will it be transparent? That's the question. I think it will be.
Okay.
Browser. And just check this temporary so it doesn't fucking matter. Nope, it's not transparent. Oh well. Let me edit it. Well, that's fine. I can stretch it out. If you have a look on the stream in just a sec, you'll see what this guy looks like. Yeah, those are nostrils.
Oops. Oh, it's a. It's like having an echo. Cool. So, good day.
Hello.
This is the happening place to be buying and selling scrap and tech.
No.
Aha.
Where do you want me to buy this forklift of stuff?
Yeah.
Hmm? Oh. Oh! Hmm. You should have let me cloak it first. Never mind.
Oh, click away.
It's too late now. You've already taken it out. Here.
Okay.
Or they take a large tarp and pull it away from the floor, and you see a hatch open up, and it exposes a ramp down to a secret area underneath the shop.
Oh.
Put it down there.
Okay. What's down here? I hope it's not a conveyor belt into a furnace.
Yeah, well, you don't ask, I won't tell anyone about what you're selling to me, alright?
Right. Yeah. Sure.
Good. We understand each other.
That's all that needs to be said.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, if this gentleman was to have, or this gentle person was to have a pseudonym, what would they?
Yeah,
what
they
would
call me
they
Jolly.
Jolly.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jolly. I'm happy.
He gives you an eye-rolling look.
Yeah.
The nostrils on the end of his trunk flare as he does so.
Yeah.
Ozzy will let out a.
Alright. Now, do you want payment in kind, or can I get you something specific? I've got some good equipment down here too. Obviously, the same thing applies. You don't ask where I got it from. I don't ask what you need it for. And where you got this. So, we all understand each other.
So, I would like half of what the goods is worth in the form of a credit stick.
Alright. Let me see here.
What are you going to do with that credit stick? Is that
Uh,
ship? Is that ship funds or personal funds? Because this is our salvage that we're getting rid of.
is Tad's just gonna say to just turn around to Ozzy and just tap it, like sort of tap the side of his nose, and the rest of it, I'll let you lot decide.
What? Okay, so okay. What is there any? Okay, so this is something I don't really.
You guys get to choose something from ship payments. Your options are reduce debt, pay maintenance, get the ship repaired, purchase an upgrade, buy a vehicle, fill the cargo or get some new cargo, or and this is what I would recommend: roll on Hey Big Spender.
We could theoretically get our shuttle back, get the shuttle at that.
You could,
Yeah.
but if you do, he's not going to be able to give you any like a cred stick.
Hmm.
What if we
If you want a cred stick, I'm gonna have to like you're not gonna be able to afford a whole new well any kind of modifications.
okay?
Well,
Then
maybe
maybe-
cosmetic. You could get a new paint job.
Maybe 2 cred sticks then, and then you guys can go and do some shopping if you wish.
What are you trying to do?
Is that in character or out of character?
In character.
I'm looking to right some wrongs. That's all.
So your own personal stuff then.
Yeah, personal stuff that could be make it like nipping personal stuff in the bud before it has the chance to grow. Just trust me on this. It's got nothing to do with drugs, if that's what you're worried
No,
about.
it's not that.
No.
Fine. Do what you want.
Thanks, I think I will.
Just if it goes wrong, then I guess I'll back you up as usual.
Yeah, likewise.
Well,
As I say,
I know.
just
I know how to twist an ankle the right way.
yeah. I know.
All right. Can each of you roll on Hey Big Spender?
All right.
Uh,
What do I roll? Is that just a straight up?
Hey Big Spender is plus disposition with local vendors or contacts.
Okay.
So it's 2d6.
okay. 2d6. Normal. Oh.
Ugh.
6.
Oh, 7.
Ugh.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I just looked at the wrong one. There we go.
what is,
With a 6, you choose 1. With a 4, you choose 1. With a 9, you choose 2. What did you get, Jerry?
I got a 7.
A 7. You choose 2.
Oh. What page is Hey Big Spender on?
Although one of those will go to your crit stick.
Okay. Do, 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 do.
It is on page 2 of the handouts. Like the cheat
on
sheet,
the
the
PDF.
condensed handouts.
Okay.
That's it.
Boss,
Basic moves.
2.
Other moves. Yeah, other moves. A big spend. So R&R, you spend some time relaxing. You clear your stress. Basic care, you heal all harm. Me time, you mark 1 tick on a personal project. You can purchase 1 thing from the advanced gear list, or you can get 2 things from the basic gear list. And if you have 2, I know that if you have 2 options on Hey Big Spender, you can cash them both in at once. There's an optional thing for that at the back of the book. I find that. I believe that's here.
Yeah.
Iterate, situational.
Waste time searching for. Right, I forget. Okay.
Can't find it. I believe you can take, instead of taking 2, you take, I think you can get illegal gear or possibly the other type that is not advanced. So you could get a mod. But only, I think that's only Luna got 2 other than Jerry.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, she got 9.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna do like the 2 I'm gonna pick is R&R for myself. And me time. But like,
What's your personal project then?
just kind of like he like, for what you can say about Tad, he takes his old job, he takes his job very seriously, and that he that there's people who would sort of use it to shame others, or like try and use it to blackmail or manipulate. He doesn't want that, so he wants to like, so if not make like make up with him, then at least try and make things right with the various people. Yeah.
Okay. you don't need to use one of your things for that.
Okay.
I would suggest that one of your options be to get something from the basic gear list, because you get 2 purchases from that. Then have one of
Okay.
them be liquid assets, and you just give you use all 3 uses on giving her cut.
Okay.
And then that gives you, so you get your R&R, plus you will get 1 item from the basic gear list,
Yeah.
and you give her cut.
Okay.
So you get 1 basic gear item, which could be another set of liquid assets.
Okay.
So that is melee weapons, liquid assets, pistols, scanners, body armor, a vac suit, or the virtual interface implant. Those are all basic gear.
Okay.
And the rest of you?
I think like he'll use body armor, and he'll buy body armor, and right, yeah, the other one will be liquid assets that he gives to Dinora.
Wait, what did you say?
Do you know? Yeah, I'll purchase body armor,
Right.
and like use and have liquid assets to give to Denova.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Lillian, do you know what you want?
I think I'm gonna do R&R and might do a personal project to try and learn a new skill.
Okay. Learning a new skill. What would you like this skill to be, and like what would you like it to do, if anything? Because I have a personal project move here that, you know.
Yeah. I'm not sure what I'd want it to do.
Like, what skill would you like to learn? Like, maybe, I mean, this would be a big personal project, but maybe you could develop a method whereby you could instill a temporary genetic modification into one of your comrades.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So, for example, you could, you use the device on them, or whatever it is, and then for, say, this episode, they
get a
have
buff.
dermal armor or something.
Mm.
Like they grow a scaly
Yeah.
coating, or... Yep. That sounds cool. That is going to be a... Let's see. So that I'm going to say sure, but, and then we are going to need a 3 to 6 episode clock. So it'll be a 3 episode clock. So it'll take 3 episodes to do. You will need to destroy or dissect several creatures with different traits. Each creature will give you an option for this machine, this method. I think that is good enough.
Yep.
So it's going to take 3 episodes, and you need to find 3 creatures to dissect and get some traits from.
Yeah.
How convenient that you have 3 crew members.
Please don't murder us.
Evil laugh time.
It was a good evil laugh. There it goes.
Okay, that is very fun. I'm glad we finally have a personal project. Yeah, so that is basically going to be like a move that you can do.
Yeah.
And you can only have one of those active at once, but
Mm.
that's going to be fun. Alright. Ozzy, what do you want?
All right. Okay, so I got distracted briefly because somebody decided they want to start up some fucking drama right now. So,
Oh, God.
yeah,
Well, they can go fucking sit down in the corner.
yeah, really. So what I looked at the advanced gear. I can only pick one advanced gear. I don't think I can get specialist gear.
Mhm.
Uh,
No, you can't get specialist. You can get specialist if you have 2 of these, specialist or illegal.
shit. Well, I mean,
Oh yeah, there it is.
Well, yeah.
Oh no, you actually need to roll a 10 plus on Habe Expander to get something from specialist or black market.
okay.
So you need to have the option to choose 3 instead of 2. But never mind.
Well, I don't really want any of these advanced gears. They're not really. I mean, I could. I'll tell you. I mean, I could get a tactical pack, but I need to have a gear slot to make use of it, and I'm kind of full up right now.
Well, remember that you don't have all of your gear slots active at all times.
Okay.
So let's see, what have you got in your gear slots? You got body armor, sensor pack, pistol, melee. Yeah. Sensor pack doesn't count. So yeah, if you like at any like when you're in a thing, you can just say, okay, I don't have my pistol, I've got this instead. Like you decide what you have when you're in the scene, not when you go out of the ship. But it has to be in your like list of gear.
Okay. Let's see here. I think. How many basic gear can I get?
2.
2. Okay.
2 basic or 1 advanced. Also,
Okay.
note, one of your gear items that you have is a pistol. Prosthetic gear lets you have an implanted item, such as a pistol.
Pew pew.
You could have a pistol in your arm.
What if I have my prosthetic gear as my gauntlet?
Ooh. Let me have a look at the prosthetic gear. It might be more restricted than that. Modifications. Prosthetic gear. No. It allows you to have a melee weapon, but the melee weapon means the default melee weapon. Pistol or tactical pack. Those are the options. Tactical pack is pretty nice, but...
Okay. Oh God, is this? Well, I don't have much to work with here. Like, I think I'm just gonna take. I think I'm just gonna take a tactical pack because I never know when you might. You never know when you might need a handy dandy toolkit
Mhm.
for anything you want.
Yeah.
So yeah.
+1 tactical pack.
And I'm gonna keep trying to do my bounty stuff because I really want to. Because if the more I keep doing that and get my bounty rewards, I can get my bonuses to my next Hey Big Spender roll.
Yeah. Well, okay.
So-
Let me hurry this up. Tad,
Yes,
not Tad. Other
Mac.
other one.
Mac.
Theodophilus.
Hello. Quick question. Do scanners and the like recharge between escapades?
Yes.
Okay, then I
Oh, wait,
do
no.
not need a second. No?
No, scanners don't.
Okay.
It says 3 uses.
And
It
that-
doesn't say discharge.
Alright, that makes things fairly easy.
I think.
Theo is alarmed by the amount of bitiness in the space bug and is going to get himself some body armor. Because he has absolutely nothing right now. and if something had thrown 4 points of harm onto him, it would not have ended well.
Mhm.
And it will pick up a second scanner because I think I used 2 uses last session.
Mhm.
So I'm basically just
It does say it
bump up to-
has 3 uses.
It does, but I'll just put it down as 4 uses.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, that's
Alrighty.
fine. Okay. There we go. All right. You guys have, let's say, like 2 days. When you are that you spend in town, kind of looking through for new contracts and taking some downtime. So, in the downtime move, I would like each of you to work on a personal project. Confront a crew member with a grievance or disagreement that you can write a new hook about if you want to, or spend time getting closer to a crew member, which will heal 1 stress or give you advantage going forward.
This would be a good time to do that thing that I wanted to do. So, yeah. I was just gonna pay a Dr. Theo a visit.
You find him behind the refrigerator wondering why it's rumbling.
Hey Doc.
Hang on,
Yeah.
2 seconds, pass me that. Thank you. Sort of looks around the side of it. Don't you mind?
You find something?
Yeah, the compressor's naked. It's fine.
I see.
You can sort it out.
Okay. Do you have a moment?
Sure. Do I need to be on that side of the fridge, or can I stay back here?
Well, I was hoping to go to the bay,
Sure.
the med bay, or, for private. I don't want to talk about this out in the open.
Prostate exam.
Oh, no, not another one.
Yeah. No.
He's just like, oh, at least it's not bad. Again.
I swear, it is not normal protocol to get one every 2 weeks. There's just no thing. Not on any planet.
What are you talking about?
Nothing, don't mind me.
If
I just like
What?
the fluff.
God. I need you to. I just need a little quick checkup.
What?
It's just. Just a quick checkup. Because come on, let's hurry up to the.
Have you done or noticed anything I should know about?
Are we in the office now? The med bay? Or are we still walking there?
That is up to Eddie.
You can wait to get there if you like.
Is Eddie trying, like, is Theo trying to avoid, like, going there? Or are you, like,
No,
just
not
asking
really.
why while you're on your way?
No, it's fine. We can wait to get there if you prefer.
There's no waiting
Yeah.
needed. It's just like, are you delaying intentionally?
No.
Okay. Then you are in the medbay.
Okay. Well, just close the door. Do you remember how I said there was those drugs on there and I threw them out?
Yeah.
Well, among them were pills.
Ah.
I don't know exactly what they look like, the kind I usually take. So, and I just need a quick checkup just to make sure I didn't take pills that would, do more harm than me than what I'm used to. Because I
Fair.
kind of just popped some in without knowing what they were.
Probably not the brightest move. I mean, if you have any left, it's probably easier to check that.
I still got some left. I can go get them.
Let me run
I-
them through the analyzer. There'll be a limited number of things. With a human crew, there's only so many drugs they're going to take.
I mean, might affect me differently than a standard human. Well, let me go get them real quick. He runs to the quarters, goes to his hidden compartment, pulls out the pills, and then returns to the med bay with the pills.
I guess question for the SM, how different is Ozzy's biochemistry?
Please. His bone density is different. His blood chemistry is a tiny bit different in terms of the way his red blood cells function. Because he's adapted, like he's like a subspecies adapted specifically for extreme levels of oxygenation in the atmosphere and different levels of gravity. Mainly, it would be the blood that would be the only thing that like could cause a problem, I would think. So it would depend very much on the specific medication. Some would be perfectly fine. Others he might be able to overdose a little quicker, and some he would actually be more resistant to.
Yeah. Maybe stay away from blood thinners.
That's noted.
Yeah, no aspirin for him.
I
I think that's probably
mean-
one of the reasons why he's got this problem in the first place. Because aspirin's not addiction, and he's addicted.
Well, I mean, with the amount of times I get hurt, blood thinners would be not great.
So you've got codeine, Vantamol, Hyperion, and there is some morphine in there as well.
Oof.
Cool.
Like
Oh,
all of
wow.
these are different, like pill bottles and whatnot.
Ooh. I saved the morphine pills. Oh.
Basically, it's all opiate based. Some of it more directly than others. That one will probably clog your guts up.
Hmm. Oh. I'll just put that one away somewhere. Then I'll take those morphine pills.
I do have to keep advising you to try not to take them.
How else am I going to fight all this that's going on?
I will say Theo is very aware of the extreme quantity of scars and like evidence of prior interior interior injury that Ozzy has, but you don't have a complete medical history of what caused that. You just know he's been through some fucking shit.
Yeah. I mean, in general, my advice would be to stop getting hit.
Oh,
But I'm not sure you're physically or mentally capable of doing that.
no, not at all.
So failing that, try and get more things between you and the hits.
Like you think there's probably like not only are some of his muscles like warped in weird ways from healing wrong, but also like he's definitely got like several like trapped nerves, sensitive nerve clusters, and like nerve damage in some areas.
I mean, another option is some fairly heavy duty surgery. I don't think I could do the shipboard tools, but a hospital could work on you a bit. Probably cost some money.
Unfortunately,
Most
that
of
kind of
your
went.
most of your problems are basic physical ailments. They're not things that you technically have to live with.
It's a choice. I could get the surgery, but they're just reminders. They're not reminders. I can't get rid of them. They just remind me of things.
I feel like you could just like make a diary or take some photos or something and have those as reminders, rather than nagging physical pain that inhibits you all the bloody time.
I do have logs, but it's these painkillers are the only way that can like subside any kind of all this pain, and not just the physical pain, but what I almost said too much. Never mind you mind about that.
Kind of feel like you want to hurt, but I don't know why. I'm not going to insist you tell me, but
It's not that I don't want to be hurt. It's just I just feel it's hard to explain. It's not that I want to be hurt. It's more that I want to just push my way through everything that I possibly can, so I can make up for everything that's happened, and sort of if I give in to everything I have going on, then I'm just going to lose more and more and more, and I'll keep losing stuff. I don't want that to happen.
Or you take some of the load off and therefore you can carry additional. Just an alternative point of view. Like I say, you don't have to live with this. We might need some money to make it happen, but we could change it, take away a bit at a time.
I'll consider it, but I can't make any promises. Not at this moment in time.
Ultimately, it's your body. I don't have a right to tell you what you should or shouldn't do about it. I'm just presenting you with choices. There's nothing about you that's not fixable.
Right, we are.
Unless it's your brain.
We
Your
are
brain might
running
not
out of
be
time.
fixable.
Okay. All right. Keep that on. You have a good night, Doc.
So,
And yourself.
Eddie, can you roll Lean on Me, which is plus Stalwart?
Eight.
8. Okay. Choose one. They have advantage going forward, or they can clear one stress. Or no, that doesn't really apply. Yeah. So they can clear one stress or have advantage.
Do you
I
have
do
any
still have
stress to
one.
clear?
Yeah, I have one.
Suggest we clear it.
All right. Gives a big bear hug.
Oh,
Pats you on the head. Kind of hurts.
Well, I mean, with Ozzy, well.
So we're gonna do the rest next time. But Jerry, I wanted to ask what your downtime was gonna be. What were you gonna?
okay. Yeah. Tad would just kind of just he'd probably find the Europa branch of the pleasure house. Like maybe it's a chain. And
I don't think it's
maybe,
probably not a chain, but they probably have like a network and like
yeah,
you
and
know.
maybe just like go in, introduce himself to the madam, and just like maybe hang out, maybe pick up a few new clients. He'd definitely he'd head back to the Sea Dog, the fish and chip shop, the seafood shop.
The sea pig.
Yeah, the sea pig. That's the
The
one.
sea dog is the food item.
Ah, yeah. And like when
They
he
look
finds
quite
it,
similar.
yeah. When he finds Denova, he's gonna sit up at the bar and says, if you want your payment, come and take the seat next to me. You don't have to talk to me.
You go to look for Geneva,
Yeah.
and you meet her in the like just outside the sea pig.
Yeah.
And
Is she
she,
smoking
like-
a cigarette?
yes.
I'll ask if I can bung a smoke off her.
She just gives you the one that she has.
Take a drag and then pass it back.
And then she just kind of like like gestures with her thumb, like pointing to behind her to an alleyway, and just says, "Come on."
This could either end really well or really bad. Okay.
she giggles at that.
Okay. Ladies first.
Yep, she walks along down.
I'll follow her down.
When she gets about halfway down, her form shimmers, and is replaced by a creature with a tentacular face, which is holding a large like laser submachine gun.
Oh then.
All right, we'll end it there.
Oh dear.
I like where this is going.
Oh no. Oh.
Do you have a picture of this individual?
Yeah.
Cool.
We'll use this. And they say, "It's nothing personal. X is a bit annoyed." And he like holds up the gun. All right. So let's quickly go through the cliffhanger. So, can each of you tell me, or each of you like go through your hooks? Tell me if you think that hook applied, or was brought up, if it impacted events or your character.
I think like Ozzy and Tad could have like whilst they may have butted heads a little bit, it wasn't as prevalent as it was. Like they seem to be, if not understanding, then more trusting of each other.
There was some tension there, but it didn't go anywhere. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe replace it with something else, or
I think keep it.
okay.
I think the seed is still there. You haven't like extinguished that fire yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like there'll be moments where
And how
like
you've
yeah.
got time for a downtime move of confront a crew member with grievance or
Yeah.
disagreement. Like you can
Yeah.
you can actually like you can take this further. I think this is something that this is a very interesting hook that I don't think you should throw away just because it's not
Okay.
come up.
Because it's like this particular moment. I mean, they've known each other 10 years, so I mean, obviously, Ozzy still has a trust enough, or he still considers Tad a friend. So I mean, sure they butt heads, but there'll be moments where he doesn't really see the need to just in that moment. Anyways, it's not going to butt heads all the time.
Right. Anyone have any hooks that they think did apply? I think we can obviously say that Max hook certainly applied, whereby Ozzy is getting you in trouble.
He seems to have gotten himself in trouble.
Not
I'm not
Ozzy,
sure
but
about the rest of us.
Yeah.
I keep doing that.
Yeah, you mean
The
Tad?
three of you. Yeah. I think. I think. Well, I think that'll count anyway. Or you can save it for next time. It's up to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if any of mine counted.
Sorry.
I'm not sure if any of mine were.
Ozzy, do you have any?
Yeah, the painkiller one.
Yeah.
That obviously came up.
Did do you think it impacted the story really?
I think it may have caused Ozzy to like almost slip and reveal something.
Okay.
And then the Lillian one, sure it didn't come up this time, but I'm not writing it off yet because we've only done one job. So and we still have a lot. There's still a whole mess of things that could possibly happen. So I'm not gonna write it off yet. And if, like I said before, I'm more than willing to change it a little bit. But I think there could be something there. I just need to. It's like a patient thing for that one. And the same thing with the Grimcrest one. That hasn't come up yet.
Yeah,
like-
this session, I had a lot more plans, and we basically didn't do any of them, but we saw some stuff like slowly burn and develop. So,
Yeah.
okay.
For what it's worth.
yeah.
I was just gonna say, for what it's worth, I would have like tried one of the implement one of the other hooks into the session, but I can always try that next time.
And I wouldn't. And regarding like Lillian's thing of her hook regarding like Ozzy again for like Ozzy working too hard. There was a little thing there.
Yeah, I
pushing for
did
that.
feel like
Yeah.
I was gonna say that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Yeah, I was just not sure if I'd done enough.
I don't think. I think you need like to like have a confrontation or like try and do
Yeah.
something about it. Like Ozzy certainly was working very hard, and he wasn't like getting to enjoy like that tiny bit of downtime, that scene.
Yeah.
But it didn't cause any problems. It wasn't like a huge part of the story. So
Yeah, because I was
Um,
tempted to try and use suggestion on him, but I wasn't sure if players are allowed to use moves on each other.
there is the manipulate move. That's a precedent for that.
Yeah, but suggestion allows me to use my mind powers to alter what he's doing. It's one of my archetype
Let's
moves.
have a look at suggestion. Oh, I'm looking at Tad's fucking one. See, now I'm getting Tad mixed up with Lillian as well. Suggest.
Hey, that's where Tad likes it. Way.
Oh, there it is. Well, I think what I'm going to say, because this has caused a bit of a problem, like already, in a previous
Oh.
session, like it's come up that people don't want to have that. So what I'm going to say is, you can do it. If you succeed, then they get the option to do it, and if they are manipulated by you, whether by suggestion, whether by intimidate, whether by manipulate, they get to mark XP. If they choose not to, they don't get the XP. And of course, they obviously they have the choice to do it, whether or not you succeed. But if you don't succeed, they don't get the XP for it. So I think we'll choose that as the way we're going to handle that kind of thing. If that sounds okay, because that's essentially consent to fuck with other people's characters in story.
Yeah.
You know, you've got a
Yeah.
reward for building story in with mechanics and allowing something interesting to happen, but also you're not forced to do anything. Because even the manipulate move says they have to keep their cool to refuse at disadvantage, as one of the two options. I feel like even that is not far enough, so I'm going to go for that is how it's going to work. If you guys are okay with that.
The same concept with Brain Spike.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
We'll do that as well.
But I just out of principle, let's say Ozzy picks that up in the future, whether it's a new power that he suddenly knew he can do, or it just happened through a moment of anger and he just made this person do what he wanted them to do with his mind, or heard their thoughts. And if let's say in the future he would know how to control that and do that regularly, I think for the sake of the crew, I don't think he would sooner just regular plain old attempt to regularly intimidate if necessary than just use the brain move.
Right.
Yeah.
And
then if he fails the intimidation, they just laugh at his face and say no. And that I'm okay with.
You know what? I'm gonna say you don't even have to roll. If you wanted to use suggestion on a PC, they just get to choose. If they do it, they mark XP. If they don't, they don't get XP. And then that we are building a story together, you know? If you're you're taking I think that makes sense. It's a bit like in Cypher we had the GM interrupts where you could spend an XP to avoid it. I feel like it's a bit like that. You get rewarded for working with the other player.
How would with that
we are very limited on time. That would work the same way with a mind spike.
No, I mean okay. So regarding knowing what happened, knowing about it, if I choose to get the mind thing done to me, at what point in time would I just not know that happened, or after a certain amount of time he would know what happened, or how would that work?
I don't know how the mind spike works.
No, I mean for the suggestion.
Oh, for the suggestion?
Yeah. If you're doing it to choose, and if I were to choose, would it just be all right, he doesn't know that ever happened?
I need to see the suggestions. Does it say that on a certain roll you don't know, they aren't unaware?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's if you get a 10, they're not aware that you did it. I'll put it in chat.
I think I would leave that up to you guys to decide. But if you did it either way, you would get the XP. But I will leave that up to both characters to decide.
Mm.
Cool.
We need to quickly go through the final questions. Did we complete a mission or contract?
No.
Did we learn anything new and important about the universe?
I know that fish is popular here.
I guess there is a moment with the, but that we as a collective um, it was just Tad who knows about that stuff with with the criminal stuff. So I don't think as a collective that would count. Um,
I mean, you've met several new people.
that's true. Met the dude to work on my to do the ship thing. Met the new person who could give us that. Don't give us no questions asked.
Yeah, Charlie.
Charlie. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, so what do you think? Let's have a quick vote. Yay or nay? You learning something new and important?
I'd say so. Like we learned of some new contacts. That gives us different avenues to explore in the future.
Anyone against?
Not really.
And
I'm
that
not-
there's Squidface dickheads who want to.
Speaking of which, did we make a new enemy or thwart an existing enemy?
It's looking like, new enemy.
Okay, was there a big moment that hinged on a crucial role? I think not really.
Nothing particularly like life threatening or anything.
Yeah.
Alright, so, you will all mark 2 XP.
Hey.
Alright, and that is where we will end the session. I'm sorry that we went a teeny bit
That's
over.
okay. That's okay.
I'm really trying. But yeah, if any of you have any questions, please don't hesitate to, between sessions, message me or post in the Stone Fox chat. Yeah, thank you to everyone who watched. Thank you to Laura, to Eddie, to Mark, and to Jerry for coming and helping us make this story.
Thank you.
Next time we will begin in media res, and hopefully we'll pick up your next contract as suggested by the chat.
Yeah. Here's hoping I don't get fucking kidnapped or something.
That will be
Maybe.
very fun. Thanks for the idea. I'm going to try and kidnap you now.
Roll a new character.
I do know what I'm going to say to him next time, though.
Don't spoil it.
Okay, I won't.
All right. Good night, everyone. I love you all.
Good night.
Good night, folks. Take care.
Good night. Love you all.
Sleep well.
You too.
You too.
Yeah.
All right.